What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. It is Wednesday, the 6th, smack dab in the middle of the good old week, and I have to say, it's not looking too bad right now. I mean, we're not really doing anything crazy in the markets, but we have seen a slight increase. We're seeing a lot of green across the board. The one thing that sticks out to me is we're actually seeing some red in Tether, which means that people are pulling their money out, buying back into some of these coins and tokens on the exchanges. That's really awesome. You are seeing Binance coin doing very, very well. I have a hunch that the exchange tokens are going to be doing very well very soon. They're getting very aggressive in their tactics, and Huobi's been coming out with a lot of stuff as well, Binance Labs. So a lot from the exchange coins. Ontology also doing very well, probably in preparation for the mainnet that's coming up. A lot of people are excited about getting this Ontology gas. And then we do have Eternity. I don't know why Redcoin is up here, to be completely honest with you, but yeah, Redcoin's up 11.6%. Wakey Chain, Loopring, Skycoin, Zilliqa, Mixin, 0x. So all really good gains across the board. And what I wanted to show you guys is if we actually go back to 7 days ago, even though we are going somewhat sideways, we did start at 331 billion, and we are now at 344 billion. So although we did have this little peak right here Sunday, which is a little reversal from what we're used to on the weekends, but we're still going up from where we were a week ago. So that's a really good thing. Now, I wanted to talk about what's kind of been circulating today, and that's news that's been coming out of China. So you might have seen this tweet. China State says blockchain is 10 times more valuable than the internet. So if we come over here and we have a little bit of a look into what's been coming out of China, some of the articles, some of the news. So you have China is changing its stance on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, facing pressure to lift the ban. So China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology recently debuted a new public cryptocurrency rating system. The government pitted 28 cryptocurrencies against one another, declaring Ethereum as the top crypto on the scene right now. In addition, President Jinping recently called blockchain part of the new industrial revolution. It happened during a speech at the annual conference of the Chinese Academy of Sciences in Beijing. There was also an article that came out in the Global Times, which is published by the People's Daily, which is essentially China's largest newspaper, that said there's an increasing belief that just saying no to Bitcoin won't be the eventual solution to the cryptocurrency issue. A more fundamental approach would be to embrace the new technology without putting the country's financial system at stake. Then on top of that, you had this article from CoinDesk that was speaking about, you basically had the China Central Television, or CCT2, okay, which is one of the biggest channels in China. It said that the economic value of blockchain is 10 times more than that of the internet. So they had an hour-long discussion that was pretty much for the first time ever dedicated solely to just educating the people to the concepts of blockchain, the potential risks of blockchain technology, some of the advantages as well. So you did have some prominent speakers, some prominent figureheads were there. You had Don Tapscott. He was the well-known author of The Blockchain Revolution. You also have Zhang Shusheng. I might have said that wrong, but he's a physics professor at Stanford University and founder of Danhua Capital. So they were saying that blockchain is the second phase of the internet, and like I said, it has 10 times greater value than its predecessor. And Zhang commented on this saying, while the real value of the internet is aggregating individual pieces of information into one place, which is exactly what Google and Facebook does, we are now entering an era where information is being decentralized so that individuals can own their own individual data, and that's the real value of blockchain that makes it exciting. So that's really great news coming out of China. Now the question is, are we going to see an immediate lift tomorrow? Probably not, okay? These things take time, but I think that they're starting to realize, even the same thing with the US in a way. China and the US, even though the US, we're saying that we're doing it to protect our citizens, and that's why they're doing it essentially, but you're going to get left behind if you don't get on the bandwagon with this technology. But that being said, it could potentially take a little bit longer. We want everything overnight, but I think that seeing things like this come out of China personally is really, really good. And I do hope that eventually they see the ability and the power that blockchain has to transform society. Now, Cryptocurrencies, on the other hand, we'll have to see, because they're not too cool about the cryptocurrencies, right? So what I imagine is almost something of like how we have Coinbase, where Coinbase only has 4 cryptos, right? You have Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Litecoin. That's it. So maybe what they'll start doing is they'll kind of open the floodgates just a little bit. Maybe they'll have a couple cryptos that they're kind of okay with trading, start some kind of, you know, very focused, centralized type exchanges, and then from there, maybe they'll move out as well. So that's basically my opinion on that, but I do think that's really good news coming out of China, and I'm very happy about that. So guys, we do know that mainnets have been a topic of conversation. You know, we've been talking about all these different mainnets coming up. We have VeChain, Ontology, High Performance Blockchain, and that's just to name a few. There's so many more. But no one's really talking about hard forks. So there are 6 hard forks that are coming up as well. And this was listed in this article. I wanted to just drop this in the description because I felt that might also be of interest to you as well. So we do have Hempcoin, which, okay, I know, whatever. But they have masternodes and hard fork. BitShares, which is pretty interesting. That's scheduled for, that's actually scheduled for tomorrow. Wow, that's relatively soon. Then you have the Digibyte hard fork, the Zencash hard fork, and this is doing it because they are trying to switch the potential Equihash algorithm change to fight against the new Equihash ASIC miner. Yeah, so they're going to do that as well. And then Metaverse, which we haven't spoken about in a long time on this channel, they're having a hard fork. And then you have Bytem, Mainnet Swap, and Proof of Work support. So I will drop that link in the description for you. Now, for those of you who use Ledger wallets, which I hope is most of you, or at least you use a Trezor or a KeepKey or something, highly recommend hardware wallets. But they are announcing that they're going to have a new desktop and mobile application, and they are going to be getting rid of their Chrome, their Google Chrome app extension. So unfortunately, they're not going to have that anymore. And when they first do this upgrade, they are saying that even though they're going to have all these different upgrades right here, you know, you're going to have, I'll drop a link in the description. You guys can read this. There's all these new features, but unfortunately, they're not going to have ERC20 support right away. Now, that's not to say that you can't receive ERC20s into your ledger. You can, you know, absolutely. You could still utilize your ledger on my Ether wallet or my crypto, and your ERC20s will be fine. So you don't have to worry about that. But unfortunately, they're not going to have it actually in the interface right away, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, it's not like it's lost. You're just going to have to use something secondary to get to it, right? So here's a little bit. You can kind of look at how it looks. I do like it. It looks pretty nice, looks pretty sleek. So that's coming out as well. And also, one of the other things, too, about Ledger is that they are going to be able to finally integrate Monero into Ledger as well. So that's really good for the Monero community. I know a lot of people were happy about that. So let's talk about airdrops. I know you guys love airdrops. I know you guys love some free coins. We all love free coins. So let's talk about 2 that I'm looking at right now. So you have QLC Chain airdrop, and also they'll be at Stanford University as well coming up soon. So that's an opportunity to go there if you'd like. So basically what they're doing is you go to their Telegram chat, you activate the bot /Stanford, follow the instructions, get your own unique link, and then all you have to do is just invite friends to the Telegram chat using your unique link. And for every friend that you receive, you will receive 5 QLC, which by today's price is roughly 55 cents. Right? So for every person you invite, you get 55 cents essentially for free, which literally for doing absolutely nothing. And then also on top of that, they are going to give a bonus out to those that rank first, second, third, etc. And you can see first place, you'll get 1,666, second place, 666, etc. So that is that. I will drop that in the description. And they also have another opportunity down here. If you share this post, you can also get the first 200 applicants will receive 30 QLC each. Okay, so I will drop a link in the description for you guys if you guys are interested in that. And then we also have the NNS airdrop, which this one's a lot simpler. Basically, you hold NEO. For every 1 NEO you get 0.1 NNC for NEO name service. Pretty straightforward, guys. For every 1 NEO, 0.1 NNC. Pretty straightforward. So if you hold it in your NEO... Now, I don't know if they're going to do this for exchanges. So you might want to hold this in a Neon wallet if you're planning on receiving this airdrop. Okay, guys? Now, I also want to announce the Apex Network and the UChain ecosystem partnership. So basically, I had this open. I don't know why I closed it. So yeah, essentially, let's see right here, UChain. So they're saying that the partnership has a significant level of depth and covers various aspects such as technical, ecosystem level, and application level synergies, okay? So if you guys want, there's a lot to read over here. I actually had a whole bunch highlighted and I must have deleted the page, so doing it live is kind of crazy. But definitely check out that the Apex Network UChain collaboration, guys. So I will leave a link in the description for that as well. Now, let's talk about this. So we have the BlockBroker, okay, ICO. Is it a scam? What just happened? So as you can see right here, this is a picture of, I would probably say, the same person. I mean, I would say that the guy on the left is the guy on the right, correct? Okay, so moving on to basically what this all means. Well, essentially, BlockBroker, they're saying, might have had a little bit of an exit scam. It deleted its website, its Twitter, and its Telegram, all right? And the other thing, too, is so they had the picture of the CEO, which was this guy right here. But then, when they came over to Freelancer, they found that it was this guy, and his name is Alex Amadeo, which is not John Jacobs, the CEO. So that was a big alarm that was kind of set off. And then if you come over back to the Reddit, you see they talk about the profile picture being changed. They discuss 0 real jobs, no experience. His experience consists of 3 to 4 mom and pop web dev companies. So yeah, they're basically saying that this thing was just one giant scam. They up and left. And what's interesting is they even got listed over on trackico.io, and they got a 5.0 rating. And here's what I actually find to be the most comical part of this whole thing. Listen to the pitch of this ICO. Listen what this ICO was actually all about. This is the
Welcome to the BlockBroker ICO. We are the first blockchain ICO broker service. Our product is as important as it is unique. With billions of dollars invested into ICOs over the last couple of years, there is a huge opportunity in offering people a 100% safe way to invest. The problem? Scam ICOs and scam ICO pools. The solution? Completely eliminating risks associated with ICOs by using smart contracts as escrow with BlockBroker tokens as collateral. BlockBroker not only eliminates the risks associated with ICO investing, it also ensures a safe level playing field in ICO investment. There is a huge opportunity now with the boom of initial coin offerings. BlockBroker is about to change the world of ICO investments forever.
So guys, how ironic is it that the ICO that's being designed to combat scams ended up potentially pulling an exit scam? So I'm interested to see what unrolls from the rest of this. Yeah, so people are saying don't invest in this. I don't know, guys. It seems real dodgy. I'm not sure. I would be very careful with this one personally. So moving on to some good news. Let's talk about stuff that's not so depressing. So we do have the launch of the mobile ICONex Wallet from Icon for Android. Unfortunately, I have an Apple iOS. I couldn't download it, but we do know that Apple's way stricter when it comes to their apps, especially cryptocurrency related apps. But I have seen a few pictures from some people in my Telegram chat and also a few people online, and it looks really sleek. It looks really nice. So basically, it's able to hold all ERC20 tokens and the native Icon ICX token currently. So that came out of Icon. We also have Walton. So Waltonchain, basically, they have entered mass production. So they have their mid-end infrared chip phase, okay? And then that's entered mass production phase. And then you have their 2 other chips, the high-end anti-Wi-Fi interference infrared receiver chip and the low-end infrared receiver chip. They've also entered into the preparation stage for mass production as well, which is scheduled for this year. Now, I mean, I didn't really go into the rest of this. If you guys want to know more about the specifics, the technicals of what they are, you guys can definitely come over and check that out. But we do know that Waltonchain has primarily, they're dealing with RFID. They're doing a great job with it, I must say, and they are ready for mass production. So finally, we're going to see those. We're going to see them hit the scale. You know, they were speaking to different clothing stores. I remember H&M had got brought up at one time. So I'm really excited to see how they implement this and what retail stores decide to adopt the technology. Oh, hey guys, check it out. So here's my my UChain partnership with Apex Network. What are you going to do? I screwed up the tabs. Well, I'll drop a link in the description anyway, guys. I don't want to bore you by repeating the same article twice. My bad. So also, let's talk about IoT's Qubic Explained. Actually, let's not talk about it because this is a really long article. I'm going to drop a link in the description because this is a little bit complex. So anybody who wants to know what IOTA's Qubic is, I'm leaving this article for you. You can read that yourself because that's a lot of information. But hey, if you're into IOTA, great read. Okay, let's talk about the partnership between Promether and Holochain. So Promether will provide exclusive access to alpha beta testing of the secure communication app contract, the first application powered by Promether. Holochain will provide an adaptable platform for P2P apps within Promether's secure endpoints. So there you go. We have that partnership coming out. We also have this news coming out of MARK.SPACE. So today they say they're happy to announce UNITEX, another awesome development of MARK.SPACE. UNITEX is the latest addition to the platform, which will serve as an online exchange for existing units within the MARK.SPACE universe. So essentially, you'll be able to have an exchange for units. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with mark.space, it's kind of like, I did a review on it. It's sort of like Ready Player One. It's like the Oasis. It's like a virtual world that you can like live inside of essentially, but you can do all the things you can do in the real world. I mean, like everything except for eating and going to the bathroom, I suppose. But, you know, you can shop, you can try things onto your virtual avatar. You can then have those things actually physically sent to your house, like pretty crazy stuff. So basically they're saying with this handy tool, you'll now be able to browse, sell, buy, or exchange units within with other registered users. Like, for example, mark.space add-ons, packages, and applications. Unitex will be accessible through your personal mark.space pass account. So that's really cool. So that's news coming out of mark.space as well. Now, also, I wanted to talk a little bit about Cardano. So Cardano has launched the KEVM testnet. So what is this, right? So I see EVM, but I don't know what the K is. So essentially, it's the Ethereum virtual machine, EVM, in the K framework. So that's where they came up with KEVM. I don't know if they're going to call it KEVM. KEVM? Kind of got a ring to it. KEVM? I don't know. So the cool thing about this is it was the first time ever that a formal schematic of the Ethereum virtual machine has ever been produced. So through KEVM or KEVM, developers will be able to launch any application designed for the Ethereum virtual machine, but in addition, they will have access to an entire host of new functions and security that the KEVM has to offer. So then they say, why should you care, right? Well, the smart contracts written within the K framework, including existing Ethereum-based smart contracts, will take advantage of the strong security advantage offered by KEVM, and in addition will allow for easy optimization phases and analysis, which will ultimately make codes more secure. So smart contract bugs, we know they're out there, so they've constantly plagued the crypto world. We see bugs all the time. We had the ERC20 bug that was out. We had those bugs on EOS that we were looking at. You know, there's been bugs literally on, there's been bugs on Neo. There's been bugs on every existing blockchain that there is. So, you know, they say there have been a number of high-profile issues in the past, such as the infamous DAO hack. Now, I don't know if you guys remember that, but that was such a severe hack that Ethereum actually had to split into Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. Okay, so that might have been a little before, I don't know, when you joined crypto. So these are issues that we really need to address. And you know, these happen because of poorly written codes and it's no one's fault. So that's a really awesome advancement that's coming out of Cardano as well. Had to definitely talk about that. I want to talk about too, Binance Labs. They're doing an AMA today, by the way. So they're doing it at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So by the time this video gets uploaded, you're looking at roughly, if you watch it right away, like 6 hours to 5 hours from the time of this video coming out. So if you want, I'll drop a link to this. You guys can get involved in that. Also coming out of Binance, we find that they are... Well, they've made an undisclosed investment into the blockchain-based esports voting platform, Chiliz. I think it's Chiliz or Chilizy. It's got to be Chiliz. I don't know. So Binance is investing in part of the MediaRex Group, a global sports and entertainment company. Binance and Chiliz will reportedly join forces to provide the sport industry with a fan-driven token ecosystem for traditional sports teams. So Binance is just getting out there. They're doing their thing, guys. But let's not forget Huobi. Huobi. I'm seeing a battle between these two. Huobi, they're taking some jabs at Binance. They want that top spot, guys. So I'm definitely seeing some wars coming out of these exchanges soon. soon. So you have Huobi announcing that they plan to allocate 30 million of their Huobi tokens to fund the creation of the company's own open source blockchain protocol, the Huobi blockchain, the Huobi Chain project, okay? So it's aimed to establish a decentralized autonomous organization, DAO, okay, on top of the proprietary blockchain. The blockchain would serve as a platform for users to participate in token fundraising, as well as vote for which tokens should be listed on Huobi. So they also said in a statement to CoinDesk, we want this to be a social experiment. The future is not likely to be entirely decentralized. As such, it is important to find the equilibrium that balances the two polars, which is the ultimate goal of this exploration. Now, not financial advice, guys. Don't give financial advice on this channel, but I just want you guys to look at something. We currently have the Huobi token sitting at a $273 million market cap, okay? We have Binance sitting at a $1.8 billion market cap. I'm not saying anything, but I just want you guys to realize that Huobi's getting pretty serious right now. They just had a really huge event. They just they relaunched everything. They were talking about Haydax and everything that they're going to do. So I see Huobi really having a massive growth as far as the exchange is concerned, and I wouldn't be surprised if the token valuation also followed. So I'm just saying, not financial advice, but definitely when you compare this price to this price, yeah. So let's talk about adoption. So we do have a hospital in Seoul starting accepting cryptocurrencies for medical services. Now they are only going to be accepting their currency, which is issued by GMC. So it's the LCGC, or the Life Care Global Coin. But they have their own token and you can pay for it. So that is good news for adoption as well. And this is just a cool picture. Some guy took a shot from London Waterloo train station. So you have a banner from eToro, and obviously they have a whole bunch of cryptocurrencies, you know, EOS, Stellar, Bitcoin Cash, Neo, Ripple, etc. We also had a story that came out. I forgot to mention it. So I think Ripple, they said they were going to be rebranding their logo because they want to differentiate the difference between Ripple, the actual foundation labs, and then they want the XRP token to have its own unique identity as well. And actually, it was funny. Crypto Daily was kind of joking about it in his video earlier, and he was saying that, yeah, we really know that it's just because it looks like a fidget spinner. Let's be real, guys. So I thought that was really funny because it literally does look like a fidget spinner. So that was that. And then also you have this website that has this cool little slide bar that came out, and it's supposed to be like a warning that came out from the Netherlands about investing in scam ICOs. I thought it was really funny though, because like, here's the guy who's like successful and he's all clean shaven and well dressed and his hair's all nice, and then you come over here and he's got like scruff and he's wearing like a hoodie with whatever. I don't think he looks that bad. He just kind of looks like he's hanging out. But yeah, you gotta love these comparisons. So I don't know, but it's nice to see that these countries, you know, are coming out with these websites that are trying to basically prepare you and educate you to not get scammed in crypto, because that is one of the biggest problems that we have. So that being said, guys, I want to say thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I really appreciate you guys sticking it out, hanging out on my channel when it's this kind of sideways, boring bear market. What are you going to do? But that's the life of crypto, you know? It's not always crazy moonshots, but what are you going to do, guys? Thank you so much for coming back. I love all of you. If you haven't got subscribed yet, definitely get subscribed. Hit the bell notification. Drop me a comment. I love to read them. My Telegram group is below. You can just click the link. And yeah, I think that's about it, guys. So my name is K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto and peace out.